This is Max Shear's for Pro Boxing Fans, and I'd like to be joined, as always, by Giorgio Visioli. I mean, you've just trained, haven't you? How was that? How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Just ticking over, really training every day. Um, I'm not fighting until probably about October. It's a bit of a big layoff, but it's for a reason, and it's a big reason. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait until I announce it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come, and I'm just training hard every day. Yeah, just staying in shape. Staying in shape.
Definitely. I mean, we're going to break down what could be happening in October. I know nothing's announced, so I know you can't give anything away in terms of that. But before we get into your career, I do just want to ask about Xander Zayas, Duran Ennis. I mean, I imagine you watched the fight. Just what was your instant reactions? Was you surprised at all by what happened? What did you make of it?
Before. Obviously, I saw him against the one before that, the fight before that. But obviously, I boxed on a Boots undercard, and I watched Boots live in the flesh, and I just thought, like, this guy he's so slick, he's sharp. Like the pressure doesn't even get to him. He looks cool. But now I watched the fight. But yeah, what a fight it was. Props to Zayas. You know what I mean? He's 23 years of age. I'm 23, and he's on that stage. It's unbelievable. So you got to take the hats off to him. But Boots, he showed levels. It showed on the levels to the game, and for me, I think Boots is one of my favorite fighters. So I believe they're going to be pound for pound king. To be honest.
Definitely. I mean, boxing's one of them sports. Obviously, it's a fight. You see the fight, but there's things that you don't necessarily see. And I know someone of your pedigree, you spot these little differences, the inches in boxing. And I want to talk about round three. I mean, a lot of people spoke about Boots maybe being hurt, but when you watch it back, you see him slip a lot of shots, then throw back himself. Do you think Boots is like? Do you think that he was hurt first of all because he said that he wasn't? But also, a lot of people say that he gets hit too much. Do you think that's just his style? And do you think he actually is comfortable in them positions?
Um, I think I don't know. People say he gets hit too much. I mean, he gets hit, but I think he wants to, stay in the pocket, and for him to stay in the pocket, he has to maybe take one or two to land those shots like he did. Um, but yeah, no, I don't think he gets hit too much. But I don't know. It was a weird one because his head went back really far. Like it was, yeah, it was. It was a weird one. I've never actually seen a fighter head go back that like much before. So I don't know whether he's hurt. He did look wobbled. Okay, maybe he took a little step back, but he recovered well, and we saw the end. Do you know what I mean? Like even if he did take a shot, you know what I mean? He recovered well and showed what he can do after that.
Definitely. Just last couple on Boots. I mean, obviously, he's now a unified champion in two weight classes. What would you go for? What route would you go? Would you go against Virgil Ortiz or would you try going undisputed? If you're Boots, what kind of route would you take?
Uh, Boots can do anything right now. I think he can call the shots, but if it was me, I don't know because you can go undisputed, but is there a lot of money in that fight between him and Josh Kelly? I don't know. There's probably bigger fights out there for like the Virgil. That would be a big seller, big money. So it's a difficult one. Um, I don't know. I think it would be a bigger fight than Virgil
Hmm.
than a Josh Kelly. But I would like to, as a fan of Boots, I would like to see him against Josh Kelly because those two styles are so slick, and it'll be wicked to see what they do. Obviously, I back Boots, but yeah, Josh is slick himself, so it'd be a great fight if that happened.
Definitely. We know boxing comes with so many politics, and something behind that fight is obviously it was Matchroom versus Top Rank. I mean, for you, that must be great to see Top Rank on the same banner under the zone. I mean, we know a lot of guys your weight are signed with Top Rank. That must just be good to see Matchroom and Top Rank working together.
Yeah, yeah, and to be honest, the interest, obviously it's great to see Top Rank, but it's all of them now. They're all on the zone, and it's great. Everyone's working together. You'll probably see more bigger fights, which like we have seen on the weekend, and obviously you got Queensbury as well working together, which was they did last year, and it was a massive show, and hopefully there's another one coming up soon.
Definitely. I think I know what you're talking about here, and I know you can't give much away, but for this October date, it could be against a Queensbury fight. I mean, you know who you're fighting, not necessarily to drop a name, but what sort of style do they bring? What are you expecting from who you may be fighting in October?
Um, if my fights, if it is 100% that's happening, what I been told by my team. then yeah, the guy I'll be potentially fighting, he's a non-stop guy that comes forward. So I think people know who it is. I don't want to drop names yet, but yeah, people know who it is. He doesn't stop coming at you. So the skills pay the bills. So
Definitely. I mean, how important is that for you? I remember listening to you after your last fight, obviously, which went the distance, and it is about that style. Like it's all well having the skills, but also you need that dance partner that you can meet in the middle of the ring, and obviously you can show what you can do then.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, you do need that dance partner, and I don't know whether it will be this one.
Mm.
I don't believe it would be this one, because their styles are very similar. But yeah, you do. I keep saying it. I do believe when I get that guy that's going to open up, you're going to see the best out of me. I'm not saying these guys I thought haven't opened up, but they're coming forward, but they're just covered up. They're not opening, so there's no opportunity for me to land counters or anything. Okay, yeah, I can walk them down and finish them, but yeah, my style was counter, trying to come out like that. But yeah, hopefully this next one I can show a bit more and put a huge statement on, and yeah, we'll take from the world after that.
Definitely. I do just want to quickly sidetrack something. I mean, Eddie did say this fight could be on a possible 7 versus 7 card with Queensbury. He said that himself. I mean, one thing with Queensbury and Matchroom over the years, obviously Tyson versus Anthony Joshua. We spoke about it so many times. Just quickly, I spoke to Dave Allen about this fight. He said he doesn't think it happens because of all the politics with America, Britain, Queensbury, Matchroom. There's so much to it. Dana White now. Just quickly, do you think that fight actually happens this year?
AJ Fury,
Yeah.
um, probably not.
Hmm.
It's a difficult one because one minute you got, like you said, Dana saying he's gonna run the show, and then you got Eddie and you got Frank. It sounds to me it's all a mess. Like I'm even seeing other things like Tasbury wants to other people online earlier, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't see the point of being in America. I think that's absolutely bizarre. One of the biggest, okay, not very big now, but it's still everyone wants to go see it, watch it. But it should be in the Wembley in front of 9,000 fans, not in Vegas. But money talks at the end of the day, so I can see why they go to America. But I don't think Americans are that interested. I'll be real. The Brits are like everyone will be watching it. Down at the pub, everyone.
Definitely. My colleague recently interviewed Scooter Davis. I mean, just quickly on him, obviously, he spoke about you. And the quote that I've got written down here is he said he wants you to keep winning, for him to be he wants you to become a superstar because he also needs that dance partner in there and he needs you, come out, all the people around that weight class. Is it similar for you? You want to see him carrying on doing well, so then down the line, that fight is obviously bigger for you.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, look, I ain't gonna bad name on boot Scooter Davis.
Mm.
I'll be totally honest with you. I saw him a few months ago, watching him online. He's a very good fighter, and like he says, he had it spot on. He was respectful. We got to keep winning, get to world level, and then we fight. There's no need to chat shit now. Obviously, there's other situations where I can chat shit with Curmel and stuff because we've got saying, but there's no point creating fake beef. But like, yeah, he's 100% right. I'll keep winning. He keep winning. And I'm back. I'm certain we're fighting. I'm certain we're fighting in the future. But like he thinks that the top dog will win. But yeah, there's skills, man. There's skills, and I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world right now. Not prospects anymore. I genuinely believe I'm one of the best. So we'll see who wins if that ever comes along. But I'd love it. I'll bring them all because all these Americans seem to be calling my name out. So
I was going
it's
to ask
nice, isn't it? It's
I was going to
nice.
ask that. You keep on causing a stir in America. Are you on to Eddie and Matchroom saying, like, I know you obviously had the fight in Pennsylvania. I mean, do you want more fights over there? Because it feels
Of
like
course.
you
I
causing
don't.
a stir in America.
Yeah, like put me in America. Like that fighters are calling me out. Why not put me in America? Not. I don't. I feel like they put me in America just to be seen. I'm already seen. So just put me in America already. I don't need to find you. I don't particularly care about finding the UK. Like put me in America. That's where I believe I belong.
Definitely. Again, I imagine you're very sick of speaking about Curmel Moton, but I have to do my job and ask the questions. I mean, something that I quickly saw on Twitter when I was going through it earlier, someone commented on his post saying, you've had 9 fights in 4 years and you don't love boxing, you just love the fame. He replied saying, they weren't able to lock me in a fight last year. It hasn't been my fault. I mean, you've negotiated, I believe, I know Matchroom supposedly sent an email on the contract or whatever to Curmel's team. Do you think the reason he's not been as active as maybe other fighters should be is because of him, or do you think it is out of his hands why he's not fighting as much?
the thing with Curmel, all I ever see Curmel doing is not even fighting. He's just on Twitter, just calling people out, and he says, "Let's make that fight happen next." And like we set our team and send an email. We're just getting blanked aired. And don't say you want to fight next because I'll fight you next. And this is not even just to be clown. I don't care. Like I fight you next. What we do in the future, like whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it could be down to maybe Floyd. I don't really know the situation. I've seen apparently there's some stuff going on. But yeah, I think he should be more active. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't. He should be fighting way more than he should be. And that's not even me dissing him. Like, he should be more active. And you look at me, like I had last year had 6 fights and I headlined the show at the Zone. And yeah, so there's differences between me and him. And yeah, I just see him calling people out on Twitter too much.
Definitely. I think I know the exact answer you're going to give me to this question, but a recent back and forth that you had a couple of days ago, you said keep on running. He said that he embarrassed you. You said that he was light work. I mean, why do you think he doesn't want, or necessarily the fight hasn't been made? Why do you think you've said you'll post the full sparring? Why do you think these
Because they're
things?
pretty protecting him. They know obviously his age, and they know he's not active. They know he's not active. Their team are probably not stupid. They're probably thought, how am I going to put Kermel in with a kid who's always active in that ring? And he just gets schooled. He would just get schooled, and I think his team know it, and I think he knows it deep down. He knows how good I am, and that's why he's never released no sparring footage. But yeah, but there's no need to talk about that anymore. But yeah, he just loves to talk. He loves to call out Zakun and all that stuff. But I tell you what, Zakun would ping his head off as well.
Giorgio, I know you've sparred some of those elite guys. I mean, you sparred Regis Prograis a couple of months back, but in terms of like prospects and rising stars, is Conor Moton the best rising star you face? I know there's a lot of back and forth, but how good is he? Because I know Eddie had his doubts.
Is he the one of the best guys I've sparred in the ring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah. I've genuinely, there's other boys I've sparred in that in America, even in the UK, that are 10 times better than him. I genuinely think he was one of the most easy. I wouldn't say easiest spars, but easy to control. He's strong, he's powerful, he's fast at times. But there's other guys I've sparred. Like there's a guy I sparred. Adrian Brola, Bowler, sorry. Um, I can't remember his name now. Julian, he's with top rank. He actually fought recently. He's a very good fighter. Regis, obviously, and then the kid called Carlos King. That people don't even heard of him, but when you go to America, like when you spar them, they're top fighters, and then they're not obviously they're not heard because America's obviously so big. But yeah, no, not the best guy I sparred at all. No, I sparred Adam Azim as well. He's on 10 times another level than me.
Definitely. I've just got a last few before I let you go. I mean, Dana White has come out and he's said a lot about Eddie Hearn. There's supposedly peace talks. I think it's tomorrow they're going to talk. I just wanted to quickly ask. I remember speaking to Leo Tang about this, and I remember seeing you with Eddie ages ago after they came back fight, calling for these big names. Something Dana White keeps on saying is that boxing's never had a long-term vision. The promoters have never had a vision for fighters. I mean, you've been with Eddie from the start. Just what is it like working with Eddie? I know you guys will speak about a plan and stuff. Just does Eddie have that long-term vision?
Um, I don't really speak to him that much. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I'm not going to come here and lie. But yeah, no. Obviously, I speak to Matchroom. People below that, like Frank Smith, and we have a we. If you talk to me, I have a vision. Where we want to go, but I don't know where. Maybe honest, I don't know what their vision is. That's just me to be honest with you. I don't speak to Eddie at all. To be perfectly honest with you, and he doesn't speak to me.
Okay, and last one, George. I just want to ask again, this fight seems somewhat in jeopardy, but you sparred Regis Prograis before you fought Conor Benn, and I know you said it was a different Regis Prograis, but if Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia can get it together for the WBC world title, how do you think that fight goes?
I say it right here, right now, and I do not care what I say. Ryan Garcia scores him in two. Done.
Why? What happens?
Why? Look, Conor Benn's, he's a tough fighter. He trains hard, he works hard, but there's skills, there's levels. Ryan Garcia has been boxing from the age of I don't know how long, all the way up, amateur scene, everything. He's proven himself against top fighters. Devin Haney, okay, yeah, he lost to Tank, but you know his levels there. I'll be honest, Conor Benn hasn't even fought a British level, so we don't know how good Conor Benn is. And he sparred a washed up Regis Prograis. I like Regis Prograis, but he's washed. He's over the hill. He was injured, and I sparred him 5 weeks before that fight. And I'll be honest, he wasn't sharp. And Conor Benn struggled. Conor Benn struggled. And I'm not dissing him, but that's my opinion. And I like Ryan Garcia, and I think he's sick. I think he scores him in two. If not, beats him unanimously all across every single round.